Did you do the second clap?
I did not. I absolutely did not.
Let's do
God damn it.
20.
20 and then 15 more seconds?
Let's just do...
That's not an answer.
Let's just do silence till... silence till 35. Followed by a clap at 40. Okay, silence till 45 with the clap. Time kept passing too quickly.
It just kept moving. It didn't stop. Oh, God damn it. Okay, fuck. Couple sleepy boys here. Welcome to the Trash Cats Trash Cast. I'm Richard.
I'm Steven.
Today we're session and chessin'.
We're sleepy boys. This is going to be a sleepy chess session. And if that doesn't sound like your thing, you can go fucking kill yourself. And if it sounds really boring, normally like 15 minutes in, we wake up and get going. We had a whole episode together on MK Ultra. Did countless hours of research.
Countless. We spent months on this project.
Couldn't even count the hours. And then we decided that we were sleepy and wanted to play chess. So next week, interview potentially followed by MK Ultra. In the meantime, we're playing sleepy chess, and I hope you stick around.
It'll be a good time. It's always fun, I think. See, who's going first here? White goes first?
It was random.
Okay, cool.
It's set at random. White always goes first.
Yeah, let's see here.
Are we started?
Oh, I mean, I guess so. I always forget the, I don't know, I skipped right past the how was your week.
Oh, fuck my week. Honestly. Dude, I'm fine.
But that was the most not fine way to say I'm fine.
You know, I don't know if you get this feeling as much as I do, but sometimes I feel like a rapper who's like, fuck this shit, I'm gonna go back to my old ways. Just trap bows out of the kitchen, you know? Oh, man, that is the feeling, though. How's your week?
It's been all right.
You're not going back to your old ways?
No, I haven't been trying to go back to my old shit, you know.
So turkeys out the closet?
I say that, but I picked up my guitar the other day.
Oh,
for the first time in a very long time.
How'd you sound?
Like shit.
Yeah.
It was bad. But I put some new strings on it last year. And I fucked around with it then. Well, I guess so earlier this year. And I fucked around with it then, and then I just never touched it again. I thought, okay, well, I put some new strings on it, and I had fun playing with it too, and then I just never picked it back up, so.
I sold my bass for Oxycontin.
That sounds right.
Half cash, half pills. It wasn't the worst deal, but it wasn't the best. Now, let's play some chess.
Yeah. What, no honorable mentions this week?
I got some for our MK Ultra episode. I'm just going to save them for them. I am watching a show called The Watchers. It's new on Netflix. It's okay. It does some cool stuff. It's a psych horror kind of deal. And I'm looking at lots of art, but I am too sleepy to remember. There's a documentary about the making of Pinocchio by Del Toro, our boy. Our Mexican director.
Yeah. That's right.
I don't think I'll actually like the Pinocchio, but the documentary on the stop motion animation is incredible. They spent 15 years making it.
God damn.
Yeah, it's really cool. Accept my challenge.
I did. I'm in the game already.
How are you in the game? Are you first?
Yeah, I went.
I don't see you.
It says I'm playing against you right now.
Okay, I'm in. Okay, what's your strategy?
the labyrinth that is chess.com.
Tell me your strategy. What's your strategy for this?
Oh, you tell me yours.
That's okay. So I was getting better for a little while, and then I
was too. I was playing the games and challenges and stuff, and
and I stopped playing for a couple weeks.
It's the best time to go have a rematch with somebody.
Yeah.
You're testing, you're playing stuff, and you're getting better a little bit, and it's like, all right, I'm going to take a break from it for a while.
All right, so our pawns are shaking hands in the center of the board. Mine looks stronger than yours, though.
I don't believe that to be true.
I don't know. So you got a second pawn. You moved your two middles.
My two middles. My two middlest sons.
Those Piggly Wigglies in the middle.
Here's a stipulation I want you to keep in mind for this game is that every pawn is, or every piece is your child.
Ooh.
You are the lowly king in the back.
I feel like I'm about to play. God damn it! It moved off. I feel like playing really reckless.
I mean, you can go for that and see how it turns out for you.
I'm about to.
My boy's trying to fuck around and find out right now.
Always.
Wow.
I haven't fucked around and figured anything out in a while.
I mean,
I've been living pretty conservatively.
You know, sometimes when you fuck around and find out a lot, it's cool to not do that all the time. Sometimes you learn a lot. Sometimes you find out a lot really early in life, and then you can just kind of chill for a little while.
I don't want to chill. I'm ready for war. I'm ready for a big sleepy war.
A big sleepy war. Now I have to ask, was that intentional?
Yes. Sacrifice. Say goodbye to that queen. She's as good as dead on the dance floor.
I mean, I don't truly get what you're saying here, but I feel like you need to learn some things about my horses.
I hate your horses so much.
Yeah, you do.
They're so... You make the horses the most annoying piece of the board.
They're my favorite.
They're gross. They move like a cripple.
Hey, they're out here, set banging that crip shit. You need to edit that.
That would stand for fucking sure. Just EBKing all day out here.
That's 24 Block Street, you know what I'm saying?
Fucking loafed up.
That's the whitest thing I could have possibly said.
Bro, take no prisoners in this chess. This chess game ain't a game, bro. Some real shit. Killing horses with my children.
That's that crip up, you know what I'm saying? God damn it.
The blackmail file grows.
Yeah, seriously.
For the listeners who don't know, I keep a blackmail file of all the risque things Ricky says. And there's not a single thing in my file because...
yeah.
Because I am perfect.
Because you have all of your recordings of yourself, so... Mm-hmm. Feels a little unbalanced, a little unjust.
Yeah. Fuck your horse.
Yeah, fuck my horse, I guess, yeah. Oh,
bro.
You actually meant it.
I wish this...
You actually meant that you were going to try to fuck my horse.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, good sir, I'm going to move it over here. And also, while I am...
Don't even know how to fuck horses.
You never fucked a horse before.
No cap, dead ass. You don't even fuck horses.
Cap on a stack.
Bro, we be capping on stacks.
Oh, god damn it.
Why did you do that? I don't think
not?
I think you're not thinking clearly. You're clearly far too sleepy. Do you even know where you're at? Is there someone I can call?
I mean, it looked like a pretty valid move to me.
I would call it quite the bulbous move.
The bulbous move?
Very bulbous of you.
I mean, you say that, but you still haven't made your move yet. Oh, okay, there you go. There's the one. There's the move.
Just punched your horse in its stupid long face.
That's what we were looking for. So here's the cool part. Is I can do a couple of things here. That would be fun. Because, what's the best way to do this?
I'm like actually not looking more than one move ahead right now. We're probably going to get 2 games in, so I'm going to go super wild on this
All right.
one.
All right, then let's go fucking all in here. Let's do,
Don't make me use my Sicilian defense.
your Sicilian defense. and could you mayhaps tell me what the Sicilian defense is?
That's a secret. I don't think I can tell you that right now.
I'm pretty sure that's a type of pizza. Well, okay. Well, here's the thing I want to do here.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Because at least in doing this...
Why would you put your horse there?
Because it was in a worse spot before.
But it dies no matter what.
Not necessarily. I mean, yeah, so you're going to kill it so that I don't take your queen, right? But what that also does is it forces you to pull your king out, which isn't super important at the moment because I don't have anything in place that can do anything about it.
Yeah.
But it makes you feel a little vulnerable for a minute. It forces you from doing other stuff.
You think I feel vulnerable naked?
I didn't say you were naked.
Oh, my king's out there naked right now.
But maybe that's why the cameras are turned off.
He ran out there wearing nothing but his crown.
Now here's the cool thing that I can do. Is put that queen right there. That keeps you from putting it back into place.
You actually might just have fucked up.
You think I actually might have just fucked up?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. We'll see. Give you one more chance to fix it. I'm going to talk hella smack.
You're just talking hella shit.
Dude, I love watching like live chess at the park where the dudes are talking hella smack while smoking cigarettes. That's the best.
You know what I realized I could try to do? I haven't really fucked with it yet. I should wait until I'm not also trying to record audio. But I realized I can record video on my...
Well, it's a good thing you didn't record this one, because then it would be evidence in my trial for murder.
So I did, so I sent you a link earlier this week that I thought was worth mentioning. So I saw on my...
Check.
On my neighborhood app. Oh yeah, fuck, you did get me, huh?
You fell right into my trap card.
Nice work, Bezos.
Yeah, I didn't read it. I ran out of time, but it looked really funny.
So it looked really funny. It kind of was. So I was looking up, I saw on my neighborhood app or my Ring app or whatever that there was a fire at a local church nearby. And I was trying to find more information about it because I know how much you love a good burning church story.
Yeah. And
what actually came up was an event that happened, I think it was in September. Yeah, it was in September. Man who set fire to 3 LDS churches crashed getaway car in Zion, ordered to pay $1.13 million.
Man, that would be debilitating.
Yeah. So for anyone who doesn't know, LDS is Latter-day Saints. That's Mormon shit.
Losers, sacks of lard.
It's like they're technically still like there's like Jesus involved.
They're
like,
the Mormons.
It's Church
They're
of
Mormon.
Jesus Christ, but it's Mormon Christians. So it's really weird and
how much do you know about? How much do you know about the creator Joseph? Whatever his name is.
Not a whole lot.
Dude, he died in a prison escape. Like, he was a known scam artist, busted multiple times, who makes this religion.
That, yeah.
He was, like, in a shootout with the state, breaking out of a jail cell because he had made his own currency. Like, it's so fucking ridiculous and obvious con man shit.
That's right. Like,
so
he was like... he worked with his dad or something. His dad like worked at like it was like a milling shop or like something to do with currency, I thought, and like he would deface all this currency and like make his own coins. No, I'm thinking of Diogenes. Diogenes did that.
I was gonna say, but it was after the church was established, and it's like his cult following of a church like swarms this jail to break him out. They were responsible for multiple people's deaths. It's crazy, dude. Their whole background story is wild.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy shit. So this guy, he was arrested on August 31st after firefighters discovered fires had been set at 3 structures owned by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. 2 of the buildings suffered heavy damage. The damage to the third was estimated to be less than $1,500. Man was seen running from one of the meeting houses, getting into a minivan and driving away. He refused to stop and evaded authorities. They twice deployed spikes, deflating his tires, but he kept driving, traveling in the oncoming lanes at times as he went through towards Zion National Park. He crashed in the park and was taken into custody. His vehicle burst into flames, and that's a cool picture that's in the article here, is that his car is all fucking burnt up on the road. Oh, according to police, when Johnson was questioned, he told officers he was, quote, a type of deity. He admitted to setting the 3 meeting houses on fire and described his behavior as, quote, righteous anger. He also damaged some property in a police interview room and spit on a detective, according to court documents.
Do they know his illness?
He's full sicko mode, man.
Full sicko mode.
No, they haven't.
I wonder if he was in the church as a kid. If they
probably. So he was charged with 3 counts of arson. 2 counts were second-degree felonies, 1 a misdemeanor. He also was charged with failure to stop, damaging a jail, 3rd-degree felony, spitting on a police officer, which is a misdemeanor, reckless driving and a misdemeanor. In May, he pleaded guilty but mentally ill to 2 counts of arson and failure to stop. In return, the other charges were dropped.
I feel like you should be allowed to spit on officers.
Yeah.
You should petition to make that legal. I only ever tried to burn one church. It was
You prove your point.
Yeah. One day we'll get them all. Right, guys?
Just leave a nice pause right there.
I'm sick of this game.
Yeah, you're I mean, I'm doing good right now, but that doesn't mean I'm going to win. You know what I mean? Like I had 2 of my major pieces out. You took 1 of them. Most of my pawns are out and you took 1 of them.
I just didn't really feel like thinking. I was going to try to compensate with pure aggression.
Yeah. How's that working out for you, Sun Tzu?
We shall see. Do I have to read from my book of war to distract?
I mean, that might help you, actually. I'm not like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not thinking like too hard, but I am trying to be smart about this.
You could blow this.
Oh, I absolutely could. There are multiple moves I'm looking at right now that could really make or break the situation.
Okay, chapter 3. No, we'll go chapter 2. Waging war. Sun Tzu said, in operations of war, where there are in the field 1,000 swift chariots, as many a heavy chariot, and 100,000 mail-clad soldiers with provision. Oh God, Sun Tzu. Have you heard of brevity? Number 2, when you engage in actual fighting, if victory is long in coming, the men's weapons will grow dull. Their ardor would be dampened. If you lay siege to a town, you will exhaust your strength. Okay, so I can't lay siege to your town, or I'll get tired.
You get sleepy.
So,
and then you end up just playing chess on a podcast.
But Sun Tzu didn't tell me what to do if I started sleepy. That is a different problem.
Here's the thing. Like, when you, like, look at the wild, right? Like, look at, you know, what goes on in nature. Do you see, think of a lion hunting its prey. do they stop to stretch and do some calisthenics before they chase the gazelle? No.
I don't think so.
They lie in wait, and they operate at the most.
That's why they're always out there tearing hammies.
I mean, that's true too.
And that's a death sentence for a lion.
Could be. That is possible for sure. I think one of the more important things to learn from that is that you always have to be ready at any given time. You can't afford to be sleepy. So every year, I think we did, I'm pretty positive we did it last year. Every year, Pornhub releases a year in review of some of the most searched terms and top categories and like where it's most popular at. That's always a fun one of like what's the top search in each state.
Do people still use Pornhub?
Apparently, yeah.
But I bet it's only Mormons.
Which,
those pervert.
I mean, you know, their churches are getting burnt down. What else are they supposed to do? All right, well, you put me in a really tight predicament here, so I'm going to do the same to you.
Put me in.
Yeah, you're good luck figuring that one out.
Figured it out. What else you got?
I think the next thing I'm going to do is this, because I now have at least one of your bishops and one of your rooks. So
feed me that.
Yeah, you can have my queen. That's okay.
Feed me. I'm hungry for queen.
You can have all you want, bud. Because what that means now... Oh, I didn't hit accept. That was my fault.
Just diddle that.
I am. I'm just wasting time over here.
Just putting off the inevitable.
So you're going to take my queen.
Dude, honestly, I don't think there's any reason you should have done that.
I mean, not in particular, but I saw a chance to take one of your major players and I took it.
Dude. I mean, I'm glad.
I mean, go ahead. Go ahead.
I would...
I'm not a grandmaster. I'm not a bot or a grandmaster. I'm only but a simple man.
Just a sleepy raccoon. The skillful soldier does not raise a second levy. Neither are his supply wagons loaded more than once. Bring war materials with you from home, but forage on the enemy. Thus the army will have food enough for its needs.
So they're saying loot.
Yeah, loot the corpses.
Yeah. Well, I mean, duh. It's like RPG gamer number 1 rule.
Resupply, Call of Duty. There are 3 ways in which a ruler can bring misfortune upon his army. 1. By commanding the army to advance or to retreat, being ignorant of the fact that it cannot obey. This is called hobbling the army. 2. By attempting to govern an army in the same way as he administers a kingdom, being ignorant of the conditions which obtain in an army. This causes restlessness in the soldier's mind. 3. By employing the officers of his army without discrimination, through ignorance of his military principle of adaptation to circumstance. This shakes the confidence of his soldiers. And that's what you just did by giving me that queen. You shook the confidence of your army. You sacrificed your greatest warrior for a very small gain. And I can see them shaking in their boots now.
Their little pawn-based flared boots.
I got you now.
That being said, what do you think is the most searched for term on Pornhub for 2022?
Asian or stepsister?
Wrong, actually. Lesbian was number 1. Asian is on the top board here.
It's always on the top.
It's number 5.
Yeah.
Following close behind lesbian porn was hentai.
That's crazy.
Isn't it, though?
That's so degenerate.
You know what's even wilder? I don't know about even wilder, but one is right underneath it. And I think you did make a firm point about it's owned by Mormons, right? That's a thing?
It's not owned by Mormons, but it was a religious council made up primarily of the Mormon community that has provided so much pushback to Pornhub, so much so that they have their own council that basically help determine the laws that Pornhub or guidances that Pornhub now abides by.
Okay.
So there's, and during that time, it has switched to like the primary thing on Pornhub on any given day on their front page. It's all like taboo / incest kink.
Yeah. So number 7 on the board is stepmom. That's one. See, so it's lesbian, hentai, ebony, Latina, Asian, threesome, stepmom, big ass, which is it's like a third grader looking up typing in boobies. Yeah. BBC, cream pie, Japanese, anal, and then just the word black.
Nice.
And then I assume the next one is big ass or big dick, but that one's blurred out. So that's, shows where we're going for.
Bam, check.
Check.
That's a hard check, too.
Ooh.
Little shoulder check going down the hallway type check.
Oh, damn, it is. That's not bad.
I actually feel pretty good about that one.
You probably should. That's a good move.
Pretty sexy move.
It forces me to do something I don't want to do, and that's, that's the way to do it. But, you're so convinced that losing your queen is bad, I don't think you're gonna follow through with doing anything about that, so.
Just because I don't need to.
Here's something the conservatives won't like. Top trending searches, the number one most gained searches this year. Number 1 is gamer girl. What's the second highest trending search?
Something about butts.
Yeah. Isn't it always the transsexual women?
That's base.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Where America's moving forward. That's what I'm saying.
Begrudgingly.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
The 4th highest is reverse cuckold. Which nice. I guess is where a woman watches as her husband fucks someone else. That would be a reverse cuckold, right? If a cuckold is the other way, yeah.
Sounds chill.
Or does it mean you're I guess then it's just gay porn. I was gonna say maybe the cuckold doesn't, or you're not getting you're not just watching your partner have sex, you're having sex with their lover. Extra wild shit.
Cuck's not limited to just watching. You can touch too.
That's true. Don't let me be the one to tell you how to live your life.
It's my life. Do what I wanna do. Have you watched it?
No, I don't think I have.
It's my favorite music video of all time.
I'm trying to find any other particularly good.
Bro, you're fucked right now.
I would know if I could see the board, but it went away.
Why don't you just take a screen recording and we'll upload this straight to porn?
Yeah, just because I'm getting fucked.
We got there, folks.
It's all tying in.
Big brain shit.
Let's see. Oh, you know what? Furry's on the top 20 search.
I just don't get it, man. I'm not a hater either. I'm really not with it. I just don't really get it. I just don't get it.
The other one is above, a few notches above that actually, is JOI, which, do you know what JOI is?
I'm about it. I love that shit.
I find it wild. I don't get that one. I've been jerking off. I've been jerking off more than half my life. You don't get to tell me how to do it.
It's the story. You got to get. There's only so many creators that do it, but it's weird. It's kind of like the boutique. Like how Pornhub's becoming more like boutique solo, like digital creator style, kind of OnlyFans-esque. But there's like all these creators, for lack of a better term, that do audio stuff that actually is really cool.
ASMR for your dick?
Yeah, but it's not. It's more just like I don't know. It's like modern, like the. like porn fiction. You know, like how when we were kids, like the adult website shit would be like people who write erotic fiction. And now they do like complicated stage plays, basically, where it's like a podcast, but like there's multiple voices and like sound effects and like plot progress. Like people get like crazy intricate. Most of it's still like lame as fuck, but there's some cool shit out there.
Let's see here. Let me make sure I have this right here. Okay, not that one. It's going to be, actually, that completely makes sense. While we're speaking about Mormons, you want to guess what the number one search term in Utah is?
That has to be an incest.
It's Mormon.
Yeah.
It's just Mormon.
Yeah, there's, I think kink.com had a Mormon sub-website for a while.
Is that like where they're wearing the golden underwear?
They would do that when the dads were involved. But it would be like, instead of the what do they call it? Going door to door, proselytizing shit.
No, I was gonna say soliciting.
Yeah, same thing.
So I do have this one's actually kind of fun. There's a couple of good fun ones here. The state ones are always cool because it's a fun way to just dunk on a whole state. So Nebraska's number one term is just the word rub. R-U-B, rub.
Bro, what is happening in Nebraska?
Not even rub and tizug, just rub.
They just sound like they're struggling to figure this whole internet out.
Yeah, they're having trouble with it.
Speaking of blasting a whole state, DeSantis was the lawyer at the Guantanamo torture programs. He's the one against the famous food strikes that ordered the food tubes be shoved down their throat. I don't understand how that's not on every attack campaign.
Yeah, you would think more people would be talking about that. But also that was, that was
literal torture.
That was years ago. That's old shit, man.
Yeah, that was even way after his war crimes in the desert.
Exactly. Here's a cool one. I'm trying to look for like original ones where there's only one of them. Washington State top search is Fleshlight.
That sounds boring.
Which, the
new sex toys are like advanced shit.
I was going to say, I know there's a whole thing where like they make videos like specifically for
butchered plastic body that they yeah. It's pretty wild.
The ones where there's like a whole attachment piece where you like put your phone or whatever, your screen on. It's like an adapter you can put on the Fleshlight. And then, like, when you look down, you see the video, and it's supposed to be like, oh, you're doing it.
Have you seen all the cases of the sex toys being hacked?
No.
Dude, it's
hacked
like
by chess players.
There was one company in particular where the dildos had internal cameras.
Wow.
And they were not secure at all. And same with, like, those vibrators they make for couples where you can control it on your phone.
Yeah.
That they were like, I don't know which company it was, but they were super insecure and people were hacking them and like they'd see what available users and they would start controlling people's shit and they would think their partner was doing it.
Oh, that's wild.
That's actually like really fucked up.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty crazy.
Any sex toy that has a camera in it, it just seems like it's like refrigerators with touch screens and internet access. Like, we don't need to put internet in everything.
Yeah. Not everything needs Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Give it some Bluetooth.
I don't get it, man. I want as few things with Bluetooth as possible. I don't want to be auto-connecting to random people.
That's pretty fucking wild, dude. That's, I don't know, man. That's the world we live in now.
It is. It's a brave new world.
I do want to give shouts out.
And I'm an old dog.
Shouts out to my people in Wyoming. The number one search is Big Booty.
Nice.
And
solid. The classics.
And then our other homies over in Colorado, whose number one search is Goth. So they know what's up. You know what I'm seeing though, and this is the wild part. This is the showing of America. All of the the southeastern states, like, okay, so you have like Mississippi and Louisiana, Arkansas, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, obviously.
Peanut butter and biscuit.
Yeah. North Carolina, that whole corner.
Sure.
And I want to make sure, I think this is the only place where this is true. Mm-hmm. Okay, DC is also included in this list, but within that group I just said, all of them, the number one search is Black or BBC. Traditionally, a lot of racist people that live down there, but...
I feel like there were some studies on that, but there's like an interesting crossover between sexuality and hatred.
Yeah.
You know? There's something there.
South Carolina, like, I will say South Carolina is the exception. The number one search term was GILF. You know, anybody not sure, that's a grandmother.
But think about like the things you dislike. It's still exciting. Like if you think of like a white supremacist who's on Stormfront or all the online forums, like they're like amped up to be on a message board talking about why they hate Jews 6 hours a day.
Oh, so are you saying that maybe they're going to these videos or searching for these video sections to comment about?
No, I mean that does happen. There's been some popular incidents like that, but
you ever commented on Pornhub?
No.
Imagine being in the community.
That's a dark place. Yeah.
All my people on the subthread. Like, oh, are you on Reddit? No.
You can follow the Trash Cast on Pornhub. That's dark. No, but like people that super hate another group of people, there is something like they have an intrinsic interest, even if it is like a hatred and bias. And I would imagine that also manifests in subconscious ways. Like imagine you're like the dude who like hates black people. Like I've seen people talk about this online before, where they try to uphold a racist point of view, but when they talk about like dating, they're like, oh yeah, I still love black women. Like they still want to fuck someone of a race they hate.
Well, a lot of these are like big black cocks, crazy though. Like that's what BBC is. Like why? I mean, I don't know. I guess okay, this is sexism coming from my point of view. I'm picturing mostly dudes searching around on Pornhub. I'm being exclusionary, and I'm not.
I bet Pornhub now has a I bet it's 60-40 now.
Maybe.
That would be my guess.
Oh, here's a cool one I didn't even notice. Alaska, breast expansion.
That is really popular now because all the animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, very weird.
I was thinking I was looking at it for a minute, and I first kind of glanced over it, and I thought like, oh, like fake boobs, and realized no, that's not breast enlargement; it's breast expansion. It's
the growth itself. Yeah. The tumorous growth is where the action is, man. Hey, come on, move your. I did
already. I'm waiting on you.
I'm 2 moves. Are you really?
Been waiting on you this whole time. You were like, "Oh, you're fucked, man. You ain't got shit." And then we just sat here for 20 minutes.
I fell into your porn trap.
Yeah, you got distracted by what was it? Fleshlight and big booty.
I couldn't recover.
Oh, fucking Illinois got dirty talk.
It's the same principle as JOI.
I mean, yeah, it's like Remember when that was a thing, like sex phone lines?
Oh my God. That is wild. That was in our lifetime.
Yeah.
I mean, they still exist, but not in the same way.
It's pretty crazy shit. So all the money that people lost on that.
They were burning through minutes. Even Kramer did in a Seinfeld episode.
All them daytime minutes, man. Them shits add up. Wasn't that wild? We had to worry about our fucking daytime version. Don't call me till 6. till my fucking my minutes are free, or wait till next month till my minutes roll over.
Wild.
It's a wild time we lived in. Can you still make a collect call if you're not in jail? It's like, I don't even think they do it in jail anymore, right? Like,
no, they do. The charge goes to whoever picks up the phone, though. You get that automated message.
like how do they charge for that?
It goes through your phone company. Like, it's part of your phone bill. You'll have this, like, by the minute charge on your phone bill for it. Every major city in the US has gotten rid of payphones. They still exist in some places, but if your city does have a couple hanging on, because I was still on the payphones in Cincinnati until like the last 10, right? Mm-hmm. There were like 10 left in the city, and at that point they're all wiretapped, and then they phased them out entirely. But they would post up and they'd have binocs on the payphones all day and just record everything. But pretty much, I think it's like a standard thing. Like every major U.S. city has gotten rid of payphones. I think like a couple places that are like, I don't know, like super Libby are trying to bring them back. But
super Libby.
Super Libby. What'd you do? You running from me?
I'm defending myself.
Guess you could call it that.
It was making it hard to do other shit that I wanted to do with my king being there and your rook being in the fucking way.
Wait. It's doing that thing where it won't let me move a piece and I don't know why.
Because you're in check or something.
Yeah.
You are in check right now. Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah. Blocked. Masterfully, if I may say so.
This is actually interesting. I think I could do something really cool here in a couple moves if I
don't think so.
If I play my pieces right. See, because I would have to go disgusting.
Chest burp.
It's from the heart.
When you play chess too well for too long.
That build up, it's got to go somewhere. Am I right?
That was your queen.
Yeah. It's giving you a little indigestion there.
A little indigestion.
She's fighting her way out. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm giving myself too much credit here.
You're in a tough spot. I mean, you got 2 rooks, a knight, and a bishop, and 5 pawns. There's room to do something with that. Yeah. But how the board is positioned,
it makes it hard because anything tough. That I do immediately either puts myself at risk. Nothing really does anything substantial to you without sacrificing a lot. I can. There's a couple things.
You'd have to get very vulnerable because you'd have to slide your rooks.
Oh, I'm very vulnerable. Okay, well that's not fun either. So let's do. If I do that, then you could do. Okay, you know what? I like my odds here. No, but that doesn't get me any fucking where. Every move is a disaster.
That's why you gotta think 5 moves ahead, bro.
Thanks.
Let's see what Sun Tzu has to say.
Let's see. Give me another history lesson from Sun Tzu.
Let's see if he can help you out of this little conundrum. Let's see. Is there a chapter in The Art of War about being completely cornered and losing no matter what? I'm not sure.
Did you wear your brown pants today? Okay, well, here's a fun one I can do. That's not gonna hurt. It's not gonna hurt me at all.
If you wish to fight, the enemy can be forced to an engagement, even though he be sheltered behind a high rampart and deep ditch. All we need is attack some other place, and he will be obliged to relieve.
Well, yeah, I tried that.
If we do not wish to fight, we can prevent the enemy from engaging us, even though the lines of our encampment be merely traced out on the ground. All we need is to throw something odd and unaccountable my way. Throw me something odd. See if you can take my eye off the prize.
I'll throw you something odd. The number one search in Texas was panties.
That's cool.
I don't know if it's odd, but it feels very...
Surprised it wasn't big cowboy hats.
Yeah. show me a dude fucking somebody with a cowboy hat on.
Texas is the stupidest state. Look how big our dumb hats are. Big belts, big hats, big dumb ass.
Ooh, okay. Let me do this. This is gonna be fun.
Is it my move?
Yes, it is. Furry was the number one search term in 2 different states. Can you tell me which ones?
Remind me of the first one that we already...
We didn't say which one it was. We said that it was one of the top search terms. It was in the top 20. But in these 2 states in particular, it was number 1.
God, I'm trying to think of any states. I can't think right now. Georgia and Wyoming.
No, actually. If you'll remember, Wyoming had big booty.
Of course.
And it's Oregon and Indiana.
Indiana?
Yeah.
I actually do know a furry in Indiana.
I was helping her.
Fuck!
Oh, did you fuck up big time?
I let go of the button.
Oh, no. He let go of the button.
I let go of the button.
Well, sometimes you learn things. Sometimes we live, we learn, we laugh, we love.
That actually is pretty bad.
I mean, it's rough. The thing is, I can take that, and then you're going to take my night. And that does suck, because I like my horse.
I just fed you my queen to make it a better game.
Yeah.
I really did. I moved it, and then as I let go, fuck.
The thing is, I want to beat you with horses, because I know how much
I'll be so livid.
Yeah, I know how much it angers you. But, sometimes you just gotta... sometimes I have to make that sacrifice. If I gotta take your queen, it's okay. That's just how it goes. I think that's fair.
I had you in check, too, if I didn't let go of that.
You had me in check?
Yeah,
Oh, you were going to put it the other way there. Okay.
Yeah. You would have been trapped.
I mean, only for a mere second.
Yeah.
And then you would have been completely without moves. Okay, well, here's a fun, cool thing I can do.
Dude, I have one pawn doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah, they are. So let's do... Oh boy, this could actually get very interesting. If I, instead of doing that, let's do... Right.
What do you think of the mukbangs?
You know what? The first time I ever saw one, I don't think it was a thing yet. It was there just wasn't big over here yet. It was this very, very tiny Japanese woman that went into a shop and got a bowl of ramen, a gigantic broth bowl, and a bunch of noodles, and then a bunch of fried shit to put in it and eat with it, and just devours the whole thing. And the first time I saw it, I was like, I am in love with this woman.
Really?
Oh yeah, she put fucking all of it down. I was like, all right, shit, that's really impressive.
Does that actually make you like her though?
Well, I mean, it definitely. She was cute anyways, but I was like, oh no, that definitely gained my respect for her for sure.
Why?
I don't know. I felt it deep in my soul.
I think a lot of people do too. I find that so disgusting.
I mean, I've been pretty gluttonous most of my life anyways. So I think finding other people that can do it or, do it professionally on that level, she would have out-eaten me on that one. On all of her videos, it's super impressive.
I don't respect gluttony with food because I'm too prideful. And I take food seriously. I don't know.
Well, excuse me, mister. I just eat to sustain myself.
I don't, though. Like, I like to pig out,
Mr.
too.
Oatmeal and ice cream.
Oats and ice, baby. But I was I was talking to someone about this earlier this week, and you've always worked with food.
Yeah.
So, like, your relationship is with food's very different. But I feel like there's something to, if you've gone hungry at any point in your life, it, like, radically changes how you interact with food. Typically in unhealthy ways. But, like, I'm super protective of my food, and I think it's gross when somebody, like, wastes that much of it by, like, being that gluttonous.
Yeah. I mean, I can definitely see that.
It bothers me.
And there's definitely, as I've gotten older, I cannot watch the videos sometimes. And it is very impressive. Like, as far as I know, she still makes the fucking videos like once a week or so. She'll put out, like, she'll make have like a table that's just covered in like rice and like fried chicken and something, or, you know, some other shit. And it's like, oh my God. And she just like, oh, I'm going to eat all this. And then, like, she pulls it out and she's like, this needs more cheese, or this needs more, like, you know, the sauce or something to put it down. And, like, or, like, drinks a bunch of beer while she's doing it. And you're like, Jesus Christ.
So wild.
Very incredible. I think for me, like, part of the reason I got into the culinary thing was because I like food as much as I do, which, I don't know. I feel like I definitely was always a fast eater growing up, and it just exacerbated it when I started working in the culinary industry, because it's anyone that's ever done it knows that you eat all of your meals hunched over a trash can in the couple seconds in between tickets or in between making other stuff. You have to scarf it down real quick. Every time I see a restaurant or I see a movie or a show or something where they have, like, oh, we do family meal here, and it's like, those are the ones where it's like you have an entire kitchen staff of like 20, 30 people, and, like, everyone only does one thing, and you're charging, you know, $300 for a plate. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, those don't count. That's not the real shit as far as I'm concerned. The real line pit shit is you're fucking, you know, ducking underneath the countertop so that, you know, other people, the servers and people can't, you know, customers can't see you eating on the line. You know, act like, oh, I got to put something in the oven real quick and then shove a piece of pork in your mouth. That's that real shit.
See, I hate that. I have to, like, sit down and, like, I'll eat on the go and stuff, but I can't really eat around other people that way. Like, I will, but I have to, like, sit down, not have a shirt on, be left alone, and, like, eat in silence. And I enjoy it that way. Like, I'll watch something or whatever, but I can't be, like, eating around people like that. Like, I hate going to restaurants more than anything.
Pretty valid. I mean, I definitely get that. I just recently heard a comedian talking about that. He said something about, like, have you, what was they're talking about being an emotional eater and, like, eating, you know, to, like, you know, either make yourself feel better or, you know, deal with stress and stuff like that. And they said,
that's, I think, what,
like, here's a question is, like, picture a plate of nachos. Like, if you're at a restaurant and you have a big plate of nachos, are you ever upset that there are other people here that are going to watch you eat this? It's like, oh yes, absolutely. It's like, oh, there you go. It's like,
I'm upset
I don't like
that
eating.
They're going to take some from me.
Oh no.
That I have to share makes me actually angry.
See, that's a whole different subset of, like, I don't know what the proper word for that would be.
It's like defensive eating instead of defensive driving.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's that threat for some reason. I really don't have, like, I haven't gone hungry enough in my life to justify that. Like, I've gone hungry, but not, like...
I mean, apparently you have, though, because your brain triggered that.
But it seems like an overreaction. Like, it seems like a over the top, like, trauma response to something that, I don't know. I don't, because I know so many other people have had, you know, had things like that so much worse. It doesn't feel justified. It feels silly to me. Like I feel silly when like my girlfriend will like touch me while I'm eating. I'm like, get the fuck off of me. Like leave me the fuck alone. I'm eating. Like fuck this. Like I get like instantly like enraged, and it's like, why? It's so goofy.
It's very strange. I mean, it's I don't know. I guess, from your own perspective, if it's something that, if it came from having a time in your life when you had to, you didn't have food or you were going hungry, like I think it does make sense, even if it wasn't, didn't happen a lot. I can see where that's your whole survival, right? Like that's
how it feels to me. It feels like really animal-y, where it's like, I know I have reasons for it, but they're not logical. Mm-hmm. Like it just feels more like a primal thing, where it's like an ingrained fear. Like I feel like once you like dip into that fear around food, it's like hard to like untrigger that response.
Yeah, I can see that. I have reasons.
I know you do, but I don't like them.
You probably shouldn't. That's fair.
Ready for this defensive play?
Sure, go for it.
Now you're in a tricky spot. You got to make sacrifices, but you don't got a lot of limbs left to give. Can you think of anything you sacrificed in life? Like a 1-for-1 sacrifice? I feel like they don't actually happen that often, where you like intentionally give something up to get something. I feel like it's mostly time.
Yeah, I was going to say, like time, but it's hard to judge that on what does 1-to-1 mean with time?
Dude, I'm like, especially since writing that Time Star Manifest, I am like so overly conscious of how I trade my time. I feel like it's both really good and really bad, because it leaves me very frustrated often, but I do like that I'm really aware of where my time is going.
Now here's the fun thing about the predicament that we're both in.
I know.
So you've set up this situation where
it's a Mexican standoff.
Yeah, your bishop
with priests.
Your bishop is aimed to take out my bishop, but
we're in the corner of the cathedral. Two bishops got a gun on each other. And we both got backup around the corner.
If I take your bishop, you're going to take it with a pawn. If I move my bishop, you're going to take my rook, and I can take your bishop with my king. And then I still have another rook, and then I still have my bishop.
Yeah. So how many backups do you got?
Well, I mean,
because that's the question of how many people do you got around the corner? Because I got 3. I can sacrifice 3, and I think you can't. That's why I made the bet.
Well, that's the one is I only need to sacrifice 1.
Yes, but then my bishop or my something has made it around your corner. I'm progressing down your
definitely
hallway.
I will give you this though. You definitely fucked up my plan. You threw me for a loophole I wasn't expecting you to do. I wasn't seeing that.
I saw your plan, and then I took my monkey wrench and I tossed my wrench right into your plan.
So here's what I'm going to do instead. Is
you're going to do a McTwist?
I'm going to do a McDouble. I'm going to McDouble down on this.
Okay.
I think. Let me double check here. All right. Yeah. Let's go here. Yeah. Let's go there. No. Let's do.
You don't got the stones.
Cause
so how are you going to pay out?
Am I going to pay out?
Yeah, we put $100.
Yeah, you can expect that in. You know what? I'm gonna get you one of those Donald Trump NFTs. It's worth $100.
You know, write a check and send it in the mail. See what happens.
I'm just gonna scribble it on paper. I'm gonna do my own drawing. I'm gonna print it. I'm gonna print it out and send it. Yeah.
You really did back out. You ran from a duel.
Well, the situation you had me in is a bishop and a rook pointed at me.
I backed you down.
Well,
that's rough.
You You ran. Any space I moved to, you could have said, you just ran away. It's like,
Just run.
you're right. I would have moved more of my pieces if I could.
What a rough spot to be in. Now you want me to play? Should I risk my win?
Honestly, you have a couple of good moves in the chamber that if you played them proper, you could fuck me up real bad right now.
Honestly, I don't see the key move you must be seeing, but I do see something that would be daring and dazzle.
Go for it. Dazzle me. Dazzle me, dazzle man.
That guarantees I take a loss, though.
Well, you're definitely gonna lose blood regardless. There's nothing you can do that's gonna be perfect for you. You're gonna lose some, but you're gonna hurt me pretty bad. And I don't think you're gonna win out of that, but if I don't react in time, you will.
I'm gonna do. I think this is a big brain move, but I can't prove it yet.
Oh, isn't that fancy?
I think that's a smart move.
Oh, it might be.
It's conservative. Bringing out my inner Republican for that move.
All right.
Just lying about my taxes moving up the board. You can make a select committee if you want, but it'll take a while.
So I'm going to do that.
That was a mistake.
I don't know so much that it was.
Oh, you're right. I don't think it helps you much. Because... Am I safe? I don't want to...
Big brain moves over here. Big brainiac Steven over here.
Brainiac.
Now here's another. Let me go back to this Pornhub article because I abandoned it for a minute. Top 20 countries by traffic. Of course, number 1 is United States. That's a given. But the margin by which is incredible. United Kingdom is second in place, and we more than double their traffic.
Yeah, the polls on like sexuality, pornography are always interesting because they vary wildly. It's supposed, 95% of men and over 60% of women, but depending on who does the quiz, it can swing by 20, 30 points. Yeah, man, I just took a risk with that. I'm not sure if I'm playing smart anymore.
I mean, it definitely was. It's not what I was expecting you to do, which is good. You didn't fall directly into my trap. But it wasn't a super powerful move for you either. So it definitely, I wasn't able to set up anything in particular on it. So I'll say it was a good move. It gave you a minute. But I'm coming.
I do, but I think I may have interrupted with an instant spell.
I think this is more instant than that. I think you have to figure that out first.
Mm-hmm. But you put me in check, and I can't use my horsey.
It's a good move. I'm kind of happy about that one. Not that you can definitely get out of it, and that's not a big deal. But
I think I have the solve though. This is one like if I looked at chess proofs, there's an easy answer, and I don't know. I don't know it off the top of my head, but I think I made the right decision on how to defend that. I don't think you can take me, and you're at risk of losing it.
Oh, no, I definitely have to move him. I was considering my other options here.
Mm-hmm. You're about to lose 2 other pieces.
Like, for example, if I were to go here instead.
The bishop?
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, this draws it out, but all I have to do is go back up. I mean.
And you may do that. It's just important to me that you know that as soon as you make that move,
Now here's
I'm
a
gonna
question.
kill that fucking horse. Yeah, what's the question?
Why can't you block?
You are moving on yourself to make a checkmate. Which, I mean, they're not going to allow you to do.
But if there wasn't the second rook, I can.
Yeah, absolutely, you could, yeah.
Yeah. This is going to get
hell,
tight,
I did it
man.
earlier.
I don't want you to just drag this out this way.
That's not what was my intention. I'll say that. I get where you're coming from. That wasn't my intention.
No, not at all. I mean, that for you, this is smart moves. I'm saying I just don't want to fall into moving my king long enough just to make one move.
Mm-hmm.
Like I need to get out of that. So I'm gonna take a risk because as soon as I can free up, I have like instant plays that will reshape the board.
That's the exact move that I would have done. I think that's your best bet right there.
Move to the other island.
Yeah.
Lose a piece, but keep it flowing.
So you get to figure that out. Now the thing is, I mean, I assume I know what your next move's going to be. It's not at all saying it's a bad move, but you're trading a piece.
I'm trading one piece for two. I get your rook and bishop this turn. Bishop takes rook.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. I see what you're saying.
Then I take bishop, which leaves you with the rook, and it leaves me with the.
Well, no, you only get to take one move or one piece.
Yeah,
there.
But no matter what, I get the second one.
Oh, yeah, right. Because I'm going to be in check. Duh.
Well, you're not in check.
Well, I will be. Oh, you're right. No, I wouldn't be if your bishop's there. Huh.
But you still have to address it.
No. Have to is a strong word.
Yeah.
Because you can put your bishop there, and I'm just going to move my bishop.
Makes you lose your turn, though, I guess.
Better than losing a bishop. Yeah, the move I was picturing you doing the moving your rook first. And I was just thinking, I'll just take his rook with my rook, but...
Yeah, I don't want to lose it.
No, it's not. It's not a smart move at all.
I think it would have been like 2 turns ago. Like 3 turns ago. Before things had developed. Because our troops are slimming down. Each piece means a lot more.
So let's say...
I mean, really, as soon as either your bishop or rook go, you're done. But if you get one of my pieces with those two, then we're like even Stevens.
Even Stevens.
Except until I spring my trap card. Got a good backup plan.
Now let's go here. Let's do that. All right. So I have a couple ideas of what you could do next. And I think I'm ready for at least a couple of them. There's at least one where I'm okay with the outcome and I'm not prepared for it, but not like physically prepared for it. Like I don't have, shooters in place here, but I think as long as I can get the right wheels in motion here, then I can do what I want to do. I was going to look up. Oh, here's one that I didn't think was good enough for a full episode. What are your thoughts on Canada trying to sue Epic Games for over Fortnite?
Honestly, I could not. I forget what it was over. But
the claim is that the game is too addictive.
What a joke! Yeah, what a joke. I mean, I feel fairly confident that won't get through the courts either. They may end up paying some fines. Like it may be a way to like choke a little change out of them, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good move.
I think so. I think that
I would agree.
Is near checkmate. Near. I think you still can wiggle, but it starts this over.
The problem on place. Oh no, here we go. This is it's a fair enough move right there.
You're gonna go right up. You're gonna slide.
I think the wild thing about it is like they're getting punished because their game it's too good. It's too fun to play. Oh no, here's one. They were actually fined in the US for what? Not cool, man.
Taking risks. I don't know if there's solutions to what I just did or not.
Oh. Boy howdy, that's pretty good.
I think there is, though. I just don't. I can't see a couple moves ahead right now. I can see like one move ahead pretty well, but I'm not visualizing well. Because I think you could. I don't want to tell you, but I think there's a way you can maneuver.
Okay, well, yeah, it would be great if I still had the other bishop. That would be nice. But it's just life in the big city, ain't it? In December 19th, in the U.S., Epic Games agreed to pay $520 million U.S. in fines and rebates to affected players. That doesn't tell me what they did. Million fine following a ruling in the U.S. accused of tricking players into spending real money in the game and collecting information about kids without parental permission. Comes after parents said their kids were addicted to Fortnite and overspent on in-game purchases. It's already making changes to protect younger players. Yeah, I'm very interested in... I want to know how much... I am very curious about how much they made. On how much they've made since they started.
But I don't think that tells you much, because think of how much time people have put into that. Like, I would imagine their revenue is extremely high.
Oh, yeah.
But it's probably
it's
not that high for how many hours people have sunk into it.
I mean, possibly true, but I feel like a lot of the money they spent's also been on rights to certain characters and stuff too. Like, I know they spent a lot of money on that.
I feel like I just blew this game, but I don't know.
Right. Oh, cool. Just in 2021, they made $5.8 billion. Here's what I want to know.
I never understood why people like that. I mean, I guess I get it. I wouldn't have loved that game even as a kid.
I mean, it's all like skins and stuff. Like, none of the money that you're spending on it, like, you get season passes or whatever, and you can get some like guns and like, skins and stuff like that. But like, you can play the game for absolutely free.
I just don't get why people give a fuck about the skins. I've never paid any
they made
in-game purchase.
So here's the wild shit. That number was 5.2 or 5.4? I already went away from it. Xbox Game Pass made almost $3 billion in revenue in 2021. So they made more than all of Microsoft did on all of Game Pass.
That's a little surprising.
It's pretty wild shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that is an interesting thing that you did.
Keeping you on your toes.
Okay.
I told you I went for max aggression over bronze over brains.
Max aggression is wait, no, don't do that. I was gonna say max aggression is my other porn name. Oh wait, if I did, no, that's still a bad move. Fuck. It's not so much, I guess it's a bad move. It's just not the move I want to make. There? No, I want to put him here. Right? Right. Okay. You definitely got me on the ropes here a little bit now.
It's interesting.
I think I'm doing a good. But it's only
guaranteed you lost your rook.
I don't see that as being true.
There is no way you don't lose your rook.
I
don't know why you did that, because I feel like you were 2 moves from checkmating me, but I couldn't figure out what they were. But if I move my rook up, you have to move your king, and then I take your rook. Your king has to get off that back row.
Oh yeah, fuck, you're right.
Yeah, that was a blunder. So what I thought you were going to do, I thought there was a way. I don't know if I'm at risk telling. I don't think it matters if I tell you now. What I thought you were going to do is move either your bishop or your rook to hem up my king, in those clusters, and I feel like since you have the diagonals and the horizontals / vertical, I feel like there's some combinations of moves. In 2 moves, you could checkmate my king if I move in the wrong spot.
Right, that's true. So,
but I didn't know what they were.
The problem was any good position I had over there would have put me, at least so I couldn't have moved my bishop anywhere closer because I move at one spot, and then you take my, let's do like that if I want to do it. Right?
See, I don't know how I would have stopped your bishop. I didn't really have an answer yet.
So the bishop, you could have taken it with your king in the first spot, or you would have taken it with the knight above it.
I can't visualize it anymore. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. Fuck.
Ain't that some shit, though?
I really fell for that. Damn, dude.
The yeah, there wasn't a good combination that I could have done right there.
Was there a way I didn't have to lose that?
By not attacking my rook, maybe.
It was the right call, though.
Oh yeah, definitely. It makes it way harder to win with just one. I don't know what they call that, like the bottom line of pieces. It's not pawns. Like the king doesn't count. He doesn't really do shit unless someone's like right next to him. But
oh man, this is gonna get real stressful and drawn out at the end, huh?
Yeah. Oh, and you protected that. That pawn looks good too. I was thinking about fucking up that pawn, but you had that base covered. So here's what I'm gonna do, and here's the other one. I can't get you as long as you're on a green square.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. That sucks. And I just put myself in a bad place. Damn, no, you win.
It's going to take like 10 moves because I'm going to basically escort my pawns to get a queen because I can't kill your pieces anytime soon. Mm-hmm. But you're just going to dash around the board.
Yeah.
I feel like if I make a blunder, you could give me, but...
I mean, there's no reason for you to ever make a blunder. Why would you ever move your king? Unless you somehow allowed me to walk my king up the board.
See, that's why I was like, this could take a really long time.
Yeah, there's no way. I resign. You win.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Good game, sir.
Yeah, good game.
I did not see that. Yeah, that was fun. That was a good one.
Very fun game. I'm not sure how fun it's going to be to listen to, but...
I don't think it's going to be very good.
This might not be a good podcast.
It really might not.
It might edit down to 20 minutes or some good commentary about some Sun Tzu and some Pornhub commentary. Oh boy. I do want to state this. So our full audio recording, we started right after we started our audio. Our full audio thing's sitting at about 1:40 right now, an hour and 40 minutes. So I am interested to see how check the timestamp of the video now or your podcast now, and that'll tell you how much we cut out.
Yeah. I bet we cut it 20 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, there's some of the moments in there where for sure it was inevitable, but I definitely was trying to talk and thinking maybe if I just keep making conversation or keep trying to say things, and maybe it'll work. But we'll see how that goes.
I think we did okay for Sleepy.
Yeah, that was a good Sleepy Boy podcast. Maybe this is just a 20-minute banger to help you get to sleep. Just ASMR. Two assholes play chess. play a video game for an audio-based medium.
That's one of my favorites, though, is listening to a podcast to fall asleep.
It really is.
But
it's super chill.
I can't do it with a partner in bed, though.
Yeah, no.
It's too... Yeah.
The option would be, put on a headphone and, who the fuck falls asleep with headphones then?
I tried that for a while, and I just couldn't get into it.
It's bad.
Yeah. So now I just don't sleep.
It's like trying to sleep with a shirt on.
Yeah. That's disgusting.
It's it always keeps riding up on you. It's fucked up. Is that it? Are we gonna call it? Are we gonna?
I was gonna say we could do a blitz game. I haven't done one on here.
Sure.
Do you want to do that, or do you want to call it?
Is that like you got to make a move in like 30 seconds or less?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure. I'm down. I don't know how well it's gonna be how fun it's gonna be to listen to it, but I think we're gonna get some laughs out of it.
Actually, let's just end it.
Okay.
I want to play the blitz game, but I don't want to have to edit.
All right, so we'll close it out and then we'll play it real quick.
Yeah, yes, that sounds great.
Thanks again for listening, everybody. Thank you to Approaching Human for the use of his music. You can find his work on SoundCloud at Approaching-Human.
Thanks, John. We got an interview with him coming up. Next week will either be MK Ultra or interview with Chaotic Steel, one of the two. And yeah, appreciate you guys.
Fuck yeah. Make sure to check out the show page at Trashcast on Instagram for news and arts from the show. Check out Facebook for the memes.
If you're super bored, you can check out my trash yard on Instagram at Skyzix, SKYZACX. It's been very slow, but I promise I'm still working. Just chipping away at the granite. Yeah, next week, cool stuff. Anything else you gotta say?
No, that's going to be all for us today. Stay classy, eat trashy.
Go fast, eat trash.